see if it comes through. Yes. Okay. It is March 17th, 2024 already. I'm here with King Smarty. Hey, Smarty, how are you? Yeah. Oh, now I can't hear you. We
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can
Can you
hear
hear me
you
now?
now. Wow, that is weird, huh?
I don't know what's going on. Well,
Mhm.
we
Yeah,
already know what's going on,
we
but
we know it's just so annoying, it's So again, March 17th, we probably haven't talked in over 2 weeks, which all my questions seem like really old and outdated. For real. Like we've changed so much and we've had so much intel come through. So um, I think it might have been last night you sent out Angelic Teams 36 through 40,
yep.
and just wondering what their missions were.
Their missions are to totally wipe out all the satanic um, forces, not just the satanic forces, but the alien forces, the different beings, and also make a presence unlike anyone has seen thus far.
Boom. Okay.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's what their job is, and that's what they're doing, and they're also backing up the previous squads of angels.
Okay,
And
good.
when these guys came out, they came out a super bright purple color,
Ooh,
real nice color. Yeah.
yeah.
So they're
Oh,
they're they're kind of like they're some of the fastest, if you will.
okay. So the other guys get like kind of back up a little refreshment, and the new guys are like all excited to get going.
And that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
There's layers of this, layers of consciousness, layers of different light forces. And then, of course, we have Daddy, so we don't worry about nothing because the Earth isn't ready for what it's about to undertake in a good way. Um, so it's going to be a lot of fun, emotional things happening, and people are going to realize that they have been liberated from so much darkness that wasn't showing themselves.
Right. Okay. Um, we also had a consciousness increase. I think it was
Boo!
2 levels. So it will affect us, but everything we see out in the outside world will, again, stuff is going to be coming up to the surface. And we're going
Right,
to see more and more confirmation and validation of what you've been doing.
right. So the sheeple are going to start seeing things now.
Yeah, good,
So
good.
we're going to see more, right? You guys are going to see more. However, the sheeple are going to see more. Are going to see. Period.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent, excellent. So usually it takes, like, for me, it's like a couple of days to integrate, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
the energy or whatever. But I'm seeing lots of, the spiritual intel providers. They're all talking about the solar flares, and it's like I can't even listen to it anymore. It's driving me crazy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens and how the real truth comes out there.
Well, a lot of those individuals are going to fade away because it's all bullshit.
Yep. Yep. Look forward to that. It'll make things a lot easier, won't it, to have truth?
Right, right, and then you're hearing a lot of truth from unexpected people too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. People we thought were dark are starting to switch and come out and become whistleblowers or whatever. Yeah.
yep,
That's really exciting. Like we're seeing it in every industry too. Like we saw the Boeing guy. Now, of course, he lost his life, but he's brought that story out to the public's eye. And so
yep,
now there's to say like, well, what happened there? Like, what if that wasn't what we've been told?
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
They lie, they lie, they lie. They
Yeah.
steal, they steal, they steal. They murder, they murder, they murder. So
Yeah.
that's what they do.
Yeah.
The whole book of and the story of John Kennedy Jr., right? It's real. That's what they do. Stolen identity. They will kill your ass and take over all your possessions and make the world believe that you are still who you are
Right.
or who
Right.
you thought the person was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's that's literally how they do it.
And I think they've been getting better and better, like way back when, the like I was saying on the previous videos, like the cameras weren't as good. We didn't have the internet, so you didn't really have the scrutiny that you do now. Now nowadays, people will take a video and they can stop it and pick stuff apart. It's crazy what they can do.
Right.
Interesting, crazy, but it's good because it's getting it out there.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And we're using everything that they created against them.
Yeah, yeah,
And Dad's doing it in such a way where he's like, "You made this, and this is what's going to destroy you." You know how they say, "You live by the gun, you die by the gun."
yeah.
So they lived by these lies, and now they're going to, be defeated by their own shit.
Right.
Uh,
And you have said that before too, when they create like beings that aren't supposed to be created or whatever, they basically turn against them, kill them, and then the beings themselves are taken away. So it's like, what isn't supposed to be here will be taken away, it sounds like.
that's exactly what it is. That's
Yeah.
exactly what's happening. So, if you're on Earth right now, you're not supposed to be here. You won't be here for too much longer.
Right. Okay. All right. Um, you had put out a video, I think it was yesterday, about Skull and Bone Society. And we've heard about that before, but I assume they meet in different locations. But I was on a tour in the Thousand Islands, the top part of New York, between New York and Canada, and they were talking about how the Skull and Bone Society met on one of these islands. There's
Hmm.
mansions on these islands. And they said it, and I was like, and they said it in a joking way, and I'm like, it's not really a funny thing. Like, are they proud of that, or do they not know? Like,
That's the arrogance. That's what it is.
yeah.
They
So,
they're, they're arrogant, and because of them creating and making the money system, that's why they had private islands and
yeah,
mansions and do this or do that, or if you do this, I'll give you that.
right.
So they created their own funding to do all the shit they were doing.
Yeah. And of course, it's these guys are like this. They've got secrets against each other. So they help each other financially, monetarily. They help each other with their businesses and all that. And that's why some of these corporations and that are flourishing because they've got, the backing where, like, if you or I tried to start a company and get out there, we wouldn't ever experience that level of success because we don't have the backing like they do.
That's what we're experiencing now. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question about that is, are you able to pinpoint all those like satanic locations? And okay, so you're already on that.
Yeah,
Right.
just yesterday we intervened in some of their meetings and eliminated the heads, then eliminated the second in commands, then eliminated and replaced the third row.
Ooh.
So we didn't actually replace them. We evaporated them and then brought them back, and we did it in front of all of the others.
All right.
So it was a big event that took place yesterday that people aren't aware of because nobody's involved the way we are. Um,
Exactly.
that being said, it's changing everything, and you're going to see evidence of it because they can no longer hide the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing.
Right. Right.
Period.
All right. All right. So you're on top of the all the hidden areas, the tunnels. You already got all that. So I just like every time I see one of these videos, I'm like, well, I wonder if he knows about this little, you know, which of course you do.
Well, it's
All
it's
right.
it's even if I didn't, Dad would know, and then he would stop me from what I'm doing and address it. And this is one of the reasons why I do know a lot of it, because that simple fact, the daddy factor. I can be sitting there cooking up something on the stove, and dad would say, "Hey, go check this out. They're having a ritual, eliminate blah 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 blah," and then I'd still be cooking.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
And as we've talked in previous videos, you're doing that not on just in this part of Earth, you're doing it all over Earth. Oh, you're locked up. Oh, okay, you're back. Woo. Okay. I see you have started a new magazine. And I initially you just showed us the cover, and I'm like, I wonder if that's, you know, the future or if it's now. So can you tell us a little bit about that project? Oh, we lost the video or the audio.
Hello,
Oh,
hello, hello.
hello. Dirty
Jesus,
dogs, man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That
okay.
shit never gets old. Um, all right, back to the magazine. The
Yeah,
magazine is something that we're working on right now and for the future.
all right.
Especially when we start having our events, when certain groups come in, when certain things leave. We already knew that certain people in the area and certain media things were going to not not inform people of what we're doing, so we're going to do our own stuff.
Oh,
Plus, we're going to have our own news network too, which everybody's aware of because I've only been saying it forever, right?
oh, come on. Can't hear you again. Sorry, guys.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so back to you're gonna have your own news station, and all that. So I guess my first question about the magazine is it just local to Destin, or are you gonna have it like worldwide? Like, how's that going to look?
It's going to be local to Destin. Um,
Yeah.
uh, for the people in the area, so that when we do something, a special event, everybody in the area can come, and then be informed. So we got a white party happening right now.
Uh-huh.
Um, we got car shows and different events. We got a lot of things happening in the area, and uh, we even got people, certain groups poisoning women to traffic them. So stuff like this is going to be in our magazine. So be aware. Be careful.
Right.
Come to this location for healing and stuff like that. And I'm always going to put a free hologram on the back of each edition so that
Mhm.
wherever the magazines travel, they can heal.
Yeah. Or you could put it on every page too, I guess back is good enough, but I'm like you could put into every graphic that it goes in the magazine or whatever. But what like is this car show and this white thing event, are they things that you're sponsoring or are they just events in the area
They're
that
they're they're both. I'm helping out with the white party.
uh-huh.
The car show is already a thing. Um, so I'm wanting to do like a little booth there with the gas chips and stuff like that,
Oh,
and
that's
have
perfect. Yeah.
yeah, and have somebody have the products there. Um, so we
Yeah.
got a lot of things going on. It's going to be fun. It is fun. It's fun.
And the hats would go over well too at the car show. A lot of guys wear hats, that kind of
That's right.
stuff. So,
That's
yeah.
right. We got all types of stuff happening. Fun
Wow.
stuff.
So it seems like you've been super busy.
Yeah, real busy. Real busy. We're even working on uh, a arena. How you pronounce that? Arenas.
Hmm.
So you
Like
have
me.
right. So you have boxing, football, basketball, karate, all types of arenas that we're going to build, and they will have everything in it, including schools.
Like a big stadium or a big campus that has multiple buildings, and this is the boxing building, that's the swimming building, or whatever.
Yep, just like that. And
Yeah,
it's going to be humongous. It'll all be hooked up to all of the transportation pods, so you'll be able to go, anywhere on the island, even off the island to the mainland, um, even way down to the other side of the island. Like people
yeah,
don't even realize that that living here is an island.
yeah.
Even people that lived here didn't even know it was an island.
It's shocking how many people don't look at maps or can't understand a map.
It's shocking how many people don't know shit.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so you've got a lot going on with the magazines. You're working on stadiums and arenas,
Hmm.
and there'll be a lot of events in that area, and of course they'll be branching out as well. You'll be taking it out on the road as well, but it'll
Yep.
be easy to be transported into the destined area to attend those events. It sounds like.
Yeah, super easy, super easy.
Okay. Yeah,
Dad, there's a lot of traffic in the area, especially now with spring break,
yeah,
and Dad wants it to be smooth sailing across the board.
yeah,
So we would we would um we would eventually set something up on the mainland so that people that want to come in this area can just hop on one of the pods and bring their
yeah,
whole family. And
yeah.
the pod will take you to your resort. The pod will take you to the mall. The pod will take you to the beach. It'll be super quick and easy, and it'll be free. That's the best part.
Yeah, and it will take away all the traffic. It's kind of like the channel between England and France, but a lot faster and more convenient. I like that.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
Plus the same pods, um, the same the same area will have personal pods and also big supply pods for local businesses. They can be, they can transport their goods. We can even, we can even get like special deliveries and stuff like that from, FedEx and stuff like that. And then we could just, have our stuff delivered to us straight from the pods. We don't need all of the traffic that we have.
yeah, yeah. My brother lives in a neighborhood that has about, let's say, 100 houses. I've literally seen two plus delivery vans from Amazon Prime in the neighborhood at the same time. I'm like, that's crazy. It's crazy, you know?
Right.
So it'll be great to have more efficiency and it'll take away traffic pollution, the time we spend, all of the good things. It's going to be great.
Yeah, wait until we open up the teleportation delivery service.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. Yeah.
You order something and then it's there and within seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Or having the little replicator, like I want a whatever, a widget. Boom, there it is. That's going to be so crazy exciting.
Yeah, that's coming too. All of that fancy stuff is coming. All of
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
technological energy stuff. Now, people have to understand that it's all possible with energy.
Right.
Energy forms matter. So if we have replicators that do certain things, then yes, you can literally be in your house and click, 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 and you have it.
Wow. Super
So
exciting.
that's what you call a real connection to dad,
I
because
guess so.
dad makes all that possible.
Wow.
And it's been hidden from us. Um, I wouldn't say hidden, but it's been held back from us until the people started acting right, and the people started participating in spreading love and light and helping each other. So you can't really blame all the dark ones for why we haven't evolved. Um, we haven't evolved because we weren't allowed to by dad. So that's another thing that people have to understand, that we weren't allowed to do certain things until we all woke up and got rid of the mess.
Right, right,
So, we can't just blame one specific group. We have to realize that we've been the cause of all of this by letting it and allowing it to continue and turning the blind eye. You know what I mean? So that's one of the main reasons why we haven't been able to evolve the way that we are getting ready to evolve overnight because we already won. We got rid of the shit. You can see by the protesting all around the world that they don't want this type of shit that's happening
right.
with Palestine. And, Dad sees that as, finally, they're finally getting it. And, we all see it that way too. So it's exciting for us, which is why we continue to do what we do in behind the scenes. And
Right.
while we're doing what we're doing, we're also being attacked. Portals being opened. Most of us are being attacked left and right, causing confusion, causing arguments, causing this, causing that. People not realizing that that is the case, and then they just want to keep. So the good news is that it's all being done, and we won anyway. So now you're
Victory.
gonna,
Right.
yeah, now we got victory. Um, you're gonna see a lot of the bullshit fade away, like we was just talking about. There's a lot of groups that that are claiming to be the ones doing all this stuff, right? You got this group over here, you got that group over there, and you're going to find out real quick that those groups were lying to you as well.
Right. Right.
And that's what's exciting for me because I'm just going to sit here, continue to do what I do, and watch it all be validated. Come full circle back to King Smarty,
Right.
the real Sananda Galactic, the real Jesus. So I'm not worried about shit, nothing.
There's so many people out there claiming to be more important than they really are. You know what I mean? Like to be someone that they're not, or that they're doing this or doing that, and it's quite annoying to see. And I look forward to having them exposed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
some people have to, like people are always asking me about X, Y, or Z, and I'm like, why are you listening to them? Period. You know?
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of those individuals faded away for us because we already know that they're bullshit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it don't matter
And
to us.
yeah, why waste the time? You know, why
Right.
waste time listening to something that we know doesn't have true intent, you know? Um, we're seeing, all the royals like are finally getting sick. All the corporate guys are finally stepping down. A lot of the politicians are stepping down or getting sick, and all that. So that's just a way to, they're publicly being exposed and pushed out of their position. And we've seen it like in droves the past month or so.
Just like I said it would happen,
Yeah,
and we all know that we took care of this years ago.
yeah, yeah.
And they've been trying to um, use cloning and AI and all of the different technologies and mass to keep themselves in power, right?
Right.
And then we come along and say, nope, not today.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the Pope about, let's just say 2 years ago, there was a video going around where he was out on the balcony and he turns around to go back and he disappears. So obviously he wasn't a physical being on the balcony, okay? And we already know he's been taken care of long ago, but they're
Hmm.
still maintaining the facade that he's out there doing whatever. Well, now he's sick. So now it's coming out, or it will come out soon. Super
Yeah,
excited.
they're sick, all right. They're sick. They're sick to death because they're losing left and right,
Yeah,
or should
yeah,
I say, lost.
yeah, yep,
And you got a handful of individuals that are they think they're in power still, they think they're in control. And these guys are finding out that they're not in control, they don't have no more power, and all of the different, remember I told you guys the mafia groups are now looking for these guys because they know the boss is here too. And we've already ordered them to do so. You want to get right with daddy? Okay, forget about all the religious stuff. You want to get right with daddy, or you want to get evaporated? It's that simple.
Right.
Choose wisely.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest problem people have is they still have that religious um, filter when they think about, God, Jesus, whatever. They're always thinking about the rules and how it's supposed to be. And
Yep,
there's no limitations, right? So,
that's right.
we're not supposed to be sitting there and just praying. We're supposed to be out walking around the earth doing good things for people, with
That's
people,
right. That's right.
more. And so it's
I was,
different than how we've been
yeah,
taught.
that's true. I was just explaining to, the boys here. Why are there five churches down the block on the same block, right across the street from each other?
Yeah,
They're all meant to, keep you from knowing the real truth,
yeah,
or keep you to believe certain things, or fund the Vatican, and then fund genocide. You know what I mean? And then we all know that the Vatican is nothing but Rome and Egypt. Hello? So it's all being exposed. Everybody's been lied to. And due to the consciousness raising and the wealth transfer happening, there's there's no way they're going to survive
right,
everything that I'm doing to them.
right, right. I'm sure there are some honest and good people out there that are super religious. They're trying to help people. I get that, but you know, I think the intent behind it was control. Like they know how to use energy. So they've got all these people in one building and they're all praying or giving their energy to one thing. They've got the
Right.
steeple, so that sends the energy up. And that's another way to control people, and that's
Right.
how it started way back when. And now, like,
Right.
they don't understand any of that.
That's true. That's true. Now, my biggest advice to all of y'all, forget about everything you think you know and operate in love and light. Okay? Not what would Jesus do, what's right. Because we all know that the Jesus story has been convoluted so many different times
Right,
that this is why there's so many different churches out there because they all
right.
believe certain things. Now it's not hard or difficult to operate with love and light.
Yeah,
Okay? That's no judging, no none of that shit. You leave that to me and daddy because that's literally my job.
right,
Help
right.
each other, take care of each other, um, hold the door.
Ugh,
So hold the door open for each other. Serve each other. Um, if the dark forces can get you not to do that, then they win in your case, right? In y'all's case. So that's why I operate the way that I do. I don't give a shit what religious group you're in,
right,
what color you are. My holograms, my free frequency healing cures everyone. Now that should tell y'all something
right,
about me and dad. We don't discriminate.
right,
Um, and we want everybody to turn to the real loving creator, not the one that they say destroyed this, they say destroyed that, because that's not dad. That was never dad. That was beings pretending to be like dad and destroyed this and destroyed that and flooded the earth and salted cities and pillars and this and blah blah blah. Okay? Those are nothing but beings that have directed energy weapons, and we're seeing it today too.
I think, again, when we get these little devices or whatever and the truth comes out, we're going to be shocked at how much BS we've been taught. Like I don't know if you put it out there the other day, but the bubonic plague was a created disease. And I was like, oh my golly, I never thought of that. Like I haven't, thought about it, but how many other events have been created and caused the untold suffering of people on Earth? Like we don't know yet.
Literally, yeah, literally everything was created to cause the suffering and keep people
Yeah,
enslaved, including law enforcement.
yeah,
Okay, because they were created to what do you call it, for slavery, hunt them down and keep them in check and all that stuff. Why
yeah.
do you think they have different laws for different colored people? Okay, oh, you're not white, we're not gonna kill you, but you're black ass, we're gonna kill you real quick
Mm.
because they created it just for that. Same thing with the military. The military was never supposed to be created, right? None of this shit. We were supposed to be living in peace and harmony with the earth and with each other. Then you got these dark forces coming in and wanting to rule and turn their back on dad, and now you know, we're cleaning up the mess. But a lot of things were created to do the opposite. The medical industry, opposite. They're killing you, right? The food industry, opposite. The healthy food is killing you too, slowly. The water system, water plants, they putting bullshit in it, killing you. And why? It's because they think you're a piece of cattle and they have a birth certificate out on your name that's also on the stock exchange. So if they can kill you fast or slow, it doesn't matter to them because once you die, they cash that bonds in. So there's a lot of shit that's happening that's being unwrapped.
You had talked about these bonds when we're born. We have the social security number assigned and all that. They're called TDA accounts. And you actually had accessed yours and used it a couple times. And
I used it for a whole year straight, paying my phone bill.
so can we do that now? Should we bother trying to figure it out? And the second part is what's going to happen with these accounts in the near future?
Um, I wouldn't bother with it now.
I have
Yeah,
someone at the door.
a lot of weird
Oh,
shit happening.
sorry.
Go ahead, it's cool. Anyway, I wouldn't bother with the shit now anyway, because Dad said it's going away.
Okay, so sorry. Well, it's going to be an interesting day. So, okay, didn't hear the answer, but I'll listen to the recording.
No, it's cool. It's
Yeah, yeah,
cool. There's a lot of things with the TDA, and you have to literally hunt down the routing numbers, and because
yeah.
I had to keep changing the routing number.
Right,
The
right.
account stayed the same, but the routing number changed because there's so many different um, Federal Reserve banks all around the country.
Yeah.
So I had to keep switching it until it went through. And since it was a prepay, they wasn't sending the money back. Okay,
That's cool.
so
That's cool.
it would go through, and I would pay. Now I wouldn't do that only because you don't have to no more because we're working on your behalf, and Dad is eliminating all of that shit anyway, and we're going to flood flood the people with wealth anyway. Um, to be honest, you can't give people with no money millions of dollars overnight unless you were, training for it or preparing for it, like some of the people involved with the redemption.
Right.
A lot of those people are ready to receive blessings and have things in line and blah blah blah. With the whole TDA stuff, people are not going to understand or even believe that that was the case. So I would just wait it out and allow the process because you're going to be wealthy anyway. Some people more than others. Imagine, imagine being able to get nice checks every month, and then some of the creative individuals that Dad put on Earth use that money to create more businesses, more, more arts, more music, more products, right? So it's been holding people back.
Totally.
So with the new wealth, it would be it would be something that dad designs it because all of that stuff was cabal shit anyway. You don't even want that money.
Right.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah. I loved your story though, how you used it. That was super creative and it was like, wow, I didn't know we could get our mitts on it.
Hmm.
Which then leads into what's happening with DBlue and the wealth transfer.
Yep.
Um, so you've started out of your own pocket, I'm assuming,
Yep.
reimbursing people for DBlue shares, which have the shares of, or I don't know if shares is a good word, coins, whatever,
Hmm.
have gone like whoosh, crazy. So, and that is, you doing something that above and beyond what you really had to do, but thank you for your generosity. And, not everyone has received theirs yet, but you're
Yep.
still in process. Is that correct?
That's right. Everything is it's still happening. Um, you don't have to email us no more. We got it. It's just long. We didn't expect some of the things that we had to do to be able to accomplish this.
All right.
And it's because of the the cabal. They're still trying to attack the D Blue.
Right.
However, it's Dad's money, right? And when it's all said and done, you guys are going to be able to do. You guys are going to be able to do what you want with it. I wouldn't touch it right now, anyway. The fact that some of you guys can actually see it in your account should tell you that it's happening.
Right.
And we are going to use it as a funding for those people that are doing Dad's work because a lot of people that have it are doing Dad's work. And even if you're not doing Dad's work, he's going to make it so that you are going to do his work, or you just lose access to it. I don't
Right.
care.
Right.
I'm doing my part. Do I care what happens to you if you fuck up? No, not at all.
Well, what I guess I wanted to point out, first of all, I want people to feel assured that they'll be getting their reimbursement or whatever. But the fact that you're doing that and the increase in the funds shows that it's really real. The things you have told us before are happening. They're really happening.
Right.
So that's like physical proof, right?
Not only that, but we have the actual the physical historical assets to back it.
Right.
Now we have these German bonds that everybody wants. Everybody wants them, right? So if you send me $3 million, I'll give you one.
Yeah.
So that being said, everybody around the world are going to be able to come to me, and I'll get you set up. I'll get you either we buy your asset from you or we sell your asset, and also we're going to put it in the magazines. Every issue will have a new asset available.
Oh,
So this is just for like spreading the wealth, right? Doing certain things to show people that we are really doing what we say we are going to do. And all of the wealth belongs to Daddy anyway, which belongs to me. So I'm literally protecting the wealth as is being circulated to all the right people that Dad knows is going to do his work with it. When I tell you guys that the cabal or the so-called good guys that claim they're good are not going to get their hands on it, I'm dead serious. Well, I'm not. I'm alive serious. Okay.
You're darn serious.
I'm serious as a heart attack waiting to happen for y'all,
Yeah,
dark
yeah,
fucks.
yeah.
So, we have lots and lots of assets. We have people that are buying the assets. We have people that are offering assets. It's becoming so cool. Um, and then the protection, the protection is where it's at, right? I had an individual tell me, "Hey, listen, I'm trying to get these boxes to this location. Will I have a problem getting it over there?" And I was jokingly saying, "It all depends. What's my cut?" You want me to protect it? You gotta pay me now. But I'm having fun with everybody. Everybody's loving it. They're seeing things that are happening that they can't explain. Um, a lot of the individuals that have already received, their assets and the contracts from us, they're like blown away. They can't believe the shit. So we're going to continue to do that, and then we're going to continue to advertise it. Dad has already told me that all the wealth will come through me, will be distributed. It'll be distributed, and then there's some assets that will come that are not for sale. So I know that too, and those type of assets will be put in the palace somewhere. So
Okay,
we got a lot of cool things happening, and a lot of the stuff that I'm doing with the assets are being censored everywhere. They're
okay.
censoring, they're taking it down, blah blah blah. So, oh, speaking about censoring, uh, Johnny Boy, John Jr.,
Yep.
all of his TikTok, if you shared it, they unshared it. So go back and share his shit again. I had to do it all morning. Like, wait, I shared this. Let me share it again.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really on top of that. Just like today, they're cutting us off a couple times. Like, really? But so I have a question about these historical assets. Like, you've got lots of them. You're
Mhm.
offering them to those of the light to purchase at a grossly understated discount so that they'll be worth a lot more in the future. So once the RV/wealth transfer hits, will you still be doing that? Will that be necessary? Or,
Yes, we will still be doing it only because there's certain individuals that Dad wants the wealth so that they can do their part for humanity. So yes.
okay. Well, let's say I'm a Jedi and I want to get a box of stuff. And let's say you're saying, okay, it's 15,000 and I only have 6,000. Are you willing to chop a box in half or whatever to offer like different price points? Or,
There's a lot of people involved in all this stuff, and
yeah,
everybody has to get paid for their services.
yeah.
So 15 is the lowest the box actually sells for.
Oh, okay.
Even like the certificate of authenticity alone is about $2,500.
Whoa.
But here's the thing about that: when you have these certificates, nobody can tell you your box is fake. When you have, I don't know if my shit froze over here, so I'll say it again. When you have these certificates of authenticity, no one can say your box is fake. This is the problem within the entire wealth transfer, the RV, the GCR, all of the different groups. You have you have people, the governments, certain governments ready to buy assets, and when they go to Switzerland and Zurich to all of these security houses, they find out that the boxes that are in the security houses are fake. Okay? So we know this, and that's why Dad is having us doing it a different way. As soon as you get the boxes or the assets from us, we get it authenticated, which we already know it's authenticated. However, we get it authenticated in your name, and then we put it into our redemption program. And a lot of you guys have already witnessed it to be true. So that's why we're doing it the way we're doing it, because they didn't want you guys to be able to do this. Also, the security houses, a lot of them have back doors where if you put legitimate assets in the security house, they came through the back door and replaced it with fake ones.
Okay.
So, so we got our own people involved, and there is military involved too. So, I mean, you know, like, did I?
Oh, damn it. You just blipped out. I can't hear you. Dang.
All righty then. Did I
All right.
mention? Did I forget to mention that Dad is involved in all this shit?
No. Um, Super fascinating though.
Yeah, very fascinating.
Yeah. So what you're saying is the RV wealth transfer happens. A bunch of people will get money, whatever money to do whatever projects they're going to do. And then a
Right.
bunch more people will say, "Hey, I want to help." And they'll contact you even down the road and they can buy a box of historical assets and it'll be worth a substantial amount that they can use for their humanitarian projects.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And not everything is a box either, because you got golden historical assets that are like statues and stuff like that.
Oh,
So so it's all for a reason, and it's all for going into the hands of the people that Dad knows is going to do good with it.
all right.
Period. Period. There's no way around that. This and that's what I'm trying to get through everybody's thick
Right,
skull.
right.
You cannot, you will not get this type of wealth in your hands if you're not allowed to. I mean, if you know what I mean.
I do. Yeah.
This is only for the people that Dad wants with it. No matter how much money you got, I don't give a shit. Okay.
Hey, that just bleeped out. So basically, it is now a fail-proof way to ensure that the wealth transfer happens
Right.
without corruption.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Some people are going to have to take leaps of faith and see that it's all real. And I say that because I had an individual that was interested in one of the German boxes, and they, one minute he wanted it, and then when I told him after they pay for it, we'll get the certificate of authenticity done in their name. They didn't want to do it,
Oh.
and it's like okay, not my problem. I don't care. Even if they decide, did it go?
Nope, no, I got you. You're good.
Even if they decide to, I mean, worst case scenario, just pay for it to get authenticated. Then we'll get it authenticated in your name.
Was that the bugaboo? Like they were afraid that it wasn't real, or was it like they just got cold feet about the money?
No, they thought it wasn't real because again, there's not a lot of German boxes, and there's a lot of fake ones.
Okay.
We have at least five of them, and they're real, and we're giving them for a steal. And just because we putting the price on it, don't mean that it's not worth what it actually is. You're talking about billions and billions and trillions of dollars worth of assets that we are custodials over, if you would. It got my name on it. If you didn't see that,
Yeah, I saw that box like maybe 2 days ago, and there were like these big like gold things, like uh pages of gold or whatever.
right?
I don't know what it all is, but yeah. So,
This is the beginning, because, like I said, and I've already showed you guys that we have tunnels, not tunnels, but caves full of this shit.
yeah.
And not only, only the right people are going to be able to access this stuff. Period.
Well, well, I think what I wanted to say to the people watching this is like, if there's doubt about Smarty's authenticity, all right, like you're hoping that he's correct, and you've got DBlue, and you saw it go to zero, and now you're seeing it being plumped back up. That should be a pretty good clue that he's real, because that's, your money, right? You're the one
Yeah,
that's funding this.
that's right.
So that's a pretty good faith gesture that most other people slash companies would never even consider doing that, right?
Right, right, right. I even had an email from somebody saying, "Why did you guys rob me?" Huh?
Mm,
What? Where were you at? Wasn't you paying attention?
yeah,
I never took money out of the blue itself. I wasn't even able to, because when I would try to, it would shut the whole system down, and it would drop the XLM, right?
yeah,
So what we had to do, we had to eliminate all of their access to it, which is why we are doing it the way we are doing it, which is also why it's taking longer, because we don't have robots in it no more. We don't have agents in it no more. We don't have um, um, we don't have Lobster or Stellar involved with it no more, right?
right.
So even though it's on their programs and platforms, they can't even touch it because they're
Right.
not authorized to.
Yeah.
Okay?
So I guess, yeah, what my point was, like, if you're considering buying this historical bonds, now is the time. Like, now is a better time. Now is better than later, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Dad, dad is the one bringing everybody anyway. So
yeah,
all I have to do is tell everybody about it, and then the people come.
yeah,
It's just like the Field of Dreams movie. If you build it, they will come.
yeah,
If you tell the people the truth, they will come.
yeah.
That's why I have all my brothers and sisters listening now, because I've told y'all the truth for years, and y'all here. And more Jedi's are coming every day.
Right, right.
Oh, mind you, I'm still the only one that was banned from Telegram. I gotta start a whole new Telegram. All.
Yep. Well, you've had to restart so many times. Like Facebook kicked you off. Like how many times? Like it's like I can't even remember it all. So
They
you
they
really,
they just love me, right? They
yeah.
love me.
I did have a question from somebody about Facebook. Like, we think Facebook is probably eventually going to go away, and people are worried about their pictures and things. And I was like, I don't know. So, will they be able to get those back when the time is right?
Dad told me I was going to be able to get my pictures back too.
Yeah.
So what we'll end up doing is just having Facebook send out an email to everybody, letting them know to download. Click here, download all your photos because we are going out of business. Have a nice day.
Looking forward to that day. Of course, I'm going to complain about it because I don't want to download, but um, yeah. I saw a video a few weeks ago. Mark Zuckerberg was in some sort of a trial, and they basically said, he was guilty of assisting child trafficking and pornography and all that, but they had no liability. All right. So nothing
Mm-mm.
ever came from all of whatever they did. Like no fines, no this, no that. But they said to him, "Don't you want to apologize to the families?" So he gave some half-assed apology to a few people in the audience. And I'm like, that's his punishment? Are you guys kidding me?
No, they got their punishment already. So
Oh, I know. It's just like it's
yeah,
so
well,
wrong.
yeah, well, it's also the people involved in doing it in such a way where people still hate them. So it's cool.
Okay.
Like I've been saying it for years that these guys, the military guys are playing the shit out of everybody when they should just tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's comical, and I don't like it because of the people that are dying, especially children and stuff like that. Um, However, dad has it all under control, and just because I don't like it, don't mean nothing.
Yeah, yeah. And so we were seeing Israeli soldiers defecting. I guess that's the word. They're running away from the military. And so they're trying to recruit new soldiers and all that. And so things are starting to turn in the public eye.
Right.
Right. So, and in Ukraine also, there, like we haven't heard much about Ukraine. We all know it was like a money grab and all that. But again, things are starting to turn in the public eye.
Well, they were taking the children from all around the world,
Yeah.
especially Palestine, because of the melanin blood and all that, or the skin and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then they were taking them to places like Ukraine where they had all the labs. So um, it's all being taken down, and they have surrendered. The problem is that they're not telling people that they have.
Oh, yeah.
They have lost, and they're not telling people that they have, which is why Dad wanted everybody to reinforce, everybody knowing Palestine won. Why would Dad have me post that if it wasn't true?
I did not know that. I didn't know that was the reason. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know.
That's awesome. Awesome.
It is. It is. You got a lot of things happening over there that people are not talking about, and they're not showing it because of the censorship.
Right.
They've already shown you guys that they can take over people's drones and take it. So what do you think they're doing to people's footage, people's videos, people's phones, people's computers?
Yeah.
They're making themselves look good, but at the end of the day, they've already lost. And they're all being hunted down. They are, if not dead already. So, um, you know, not to mention they've a bunch of them resigned. Did you see that go viral? No.
I heard about it somewhere, but no, it's very quietly done. And, it's very always like quiet. You have to really search for stuff like that.
Right, right, right. Plus, they made it illegal for the Israelis to protest their own government. However, they're protesting their government. So what's that tell you?
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Not to mention everybody's realizing that these people have been programmed to be dark, programmed to act the way that they're acting. So it's worse than that because they've also been eating children and eating people like it's normal. So unfortunately, even some of the kids got to go. What do you
Wow.
do? What do you do to a rabid dog? You put him out.
Yep. Yeah.
The same thing that they're claiming that the Palestinians are. That's what they are.
Right. Right.
So that's what's going to happen. And they chose that because they didn't want to cease fire. They didn't want to do this. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to do things their way. And because of them wanting to do things their way, they destroyed every one of them, which is cool because that's what we want. It's easy for me to say because you can see that there's obviously something wrong with the children there too.
Yeah. Well, you see that guy with the little red glasses that does the interviews. He gets all these crazy people. They just scream at him. And it's shocking that the young people's attitude is like that. Like
Yep.
a lot of times the young people aren't educated, but they just take on the attitude of the society, you know what I mean? Until they are wise enough to research on their own. And it's a good example. They're brainwashed, you know?
Totally, totally, totally,
Yeah.
totally,
Wow.
totally brainwashed. And these are a specific types of groups, entities, if you would, that are hell bent on raping and pillaging each other, including their own children, right? Because we all heard the stories on how the satanic Illuminati cabal parents violate their own children, right? And why and how? Because they feel like they can control them that way, and they can do they'll do whatever they're told to do because
Right.
they mind fucked them, cracked them, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. They're
That's
traumatized.
right. So it doesn't surprise me that the children are acting like the soldiers over there at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Shocking though. It's shocking to see people any age, but young people act like that. It's like, whoa.
You can literally see the entity within the kid or the kids or the people. That's one thing that's also being revealed. The real reptilian Draco gray factor in it all. There's no way that the world is not going to know the truth about it all because the energy and frequencies is not allowing them to hide their true nature. Boom!
Boom. Awesome. Yeah, so people will be seeing more and more of that, especially with the increase in the consciousness. So we'll be seeing the real truth as time goes on.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And there's nothing they can do about what I'm doing. There's nothing they can do about what the Jedi's are doing. There's nothing they can do about all of the good people around the world that are coming against them. There's nothing they can do about it. They're lost. They've
Yeah.
lost so bad.
Yeah.
I just had to take out 3 Israeli snipers in my area because they were sent to me.
Oh,
So we blew up their guns, and then after they saw their guns blow up, we took them too.
wow.
Now that just goes to show you how much balls these guys got. You sending Israeli people in the U.S. military community, because that's what I'm surrounded by. Okay,
Yeah.
if you haven't noticed, so
Wow.
so it's like okay,
Wow. Okay. Wow.
yeah. They also sent spies in, and it's like, what do you want to know? What do you want to know that I haven't said on on these fucking videos?
Yeah. Go back and watch the videos, dude.
Not only that, they're not gonna know whatever daddy don't want them to know.
Right.
So if dad don't want you to know nothing, you won't know shit. And I'll change everything, right? Dad will make me change everything, or I'll request to change everything,
Yeah.
where you won't even.
You just blipped out again. Where you won't even.
Yeah, you won't even remember that I just changed everything. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what's his name said, Corey Good. He's talking about us too. They just
Yeah.
don't know. The
Yeah.
military know who we are,
Yeah.
and this is why they're scared of death, because they know that we are the real deal. We're for real. Dad put me in the middle of all of them. The fucking Eglin Air Base is right behind me. That's where a lot of the shit happens, by the way. Okay, you think I'm worried about any of them? Fuck no. I'm ready to go on a boat and just sit in the water all day, just shoot ships out the sky. That's what I'm ready to do.
It would be fun if you walked up to the gate and just said, "Hey, can I come in and talk?"
No, they actually want me to do that so they can fucking hem me up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is funny.
But yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going down Daddy's way, and he's showing everybody his hand involved in everything.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all something, it's because it's real. It's because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Period. No way
And like I
around it.
said, we're seeing it faster and faster out there, and it's coming out. It's just taking its time, and the censorship is heavy, like
Yeah.
we're seeing now. Like even in this little, we've been here an hour. We've been blipped out like 5 times already. You know.
Yeah. So what's happening is my mic is keeps switching.
Ah,
My hands are right here. It's not me.
yeah, yeah.
So
Uh, I guess the next topic is the cannibals in Haiti. Um, I'm laughing because they're using the excuse of dark religion in Haiti. And we know there's so many dark entities everywhere, but in Haiti. So like they're using that as an excuse. But anyways, we're seeing reports of cannibalism in Haiti out in the open. So I just wanted to get your take on that.
um, just yesterday we evaporated barbecue and replaced him. As far as the cannibalism stuff, it's nothing but reptilians doing it, and that's what they've been doing in Ukraine and in Palestine. However, they didn't show you that because the media is in control of it.
Right,
But it's the same fucking thing.
right,
Same group of individuals, same thing.
right.
Just because it's a different location and a different skin color don't mean nothing. There are the same individuals, and it's all being shown so that we can address it.
Right.
Remember what I said. We have to expose it all before we can eliminate it. That's what we're doing.
I saw several articles, like in the past maybe 2 to 3 days, like a lot of articles on cannibalism showing up like all of a sudden,
Right.
in sprinkled around the U.S. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stories are coming out. So I thought that was interesting, and I tried not to get too like uh, anxious about it, like it's being handled. But I just found that story, especially because they're blaming it on the dark religion of the Haitians when it's really like their country has been pillaged and their kids have been taken for years and years and years. Like that's right down near all the Caribbean islands.
Mm-hmm.
It's, what do you call
Yeah.
it? Submarine them off the island, and sneak them to their little personal islands, whatever they're doing.
Yep. It's all been a Draco slash
Yeah,
reptilian
yeah,
ritual type thing where they're raping and killing and eating the children,
right,
and it's
right.
becoming more and more evident. You see Ryan Garcia's coming out with it.
Yeah,
They've done it to him. They've raped him. They did all this type of shit to him,
yeah,
and it's more it's reported now. It's being reported,
yeah,
and he told you exactly what they did to him. And of course he's being threatened. We all know nothing's going to happen to him because we got him. That's
yeah,
that's what that's all I can say about that.
yeah,
Um, it's all coming to light. When the coronavirus stuff started, I've told all you guys Facebook Live days that we're going to have to learn the method that I'm teaching y'all so that you guys can put energetic, heavy loving light blankets around the people of Earth because they're about to find out that their missing children were used as slaves, used to be eaten, used to be drained of their blood, and all the other foul things that were done to them. So, all of you guys that took me serious back then, your time is up. Your time to do everything that I taught y'all to do is up right now. So continue to put heavy, heavy love and light blankets around all of the parents that had to experience the children being missing with no answers because they're about to receive their answers.
yeah, yeah.
Or should I say, they will receive their answers, and we may lose some here and there depending on how they react to it.
Right.
However, we were put in place to soften up the blow, if you understand what I'm saying, because we have the abilities to do that. soften up the blow for the people that lost their children to this sick
Right.
race of individuals.
Right. Wow. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I always wrap every being on I say on in and around Earth in the heaviest love and light blankets. So if they're bad, they're going to feel it. If they're good, they're going to feel it. You know.
Yep. Yep. Even heavier for the bad ones.
Yeah. And they grow exponentially every nanosecond. You know. So
Right.
they're getting stronger and thicker. You know.
Yeah. Dad has me place chokers around them.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is being exposed. It's going to continue to be exposed until we have full disclosure, um, video, documentaries, movies, all the above. It's happening.
Okay.
All of it. All of it. There's no way nothing is going to be hidden. And that's what some of the military guys wanted to do. They wanted to, hold some things back. Because we are in charge and we have the power, we are manifesting it all be put on the table.
Right.
We cannot heal an entire planet without everything being exposed. It don't happen that way. So expect it and continue to do your part in that. And that goes for everybody.
Wow. Okay. Exciting. There is a solar eclipse on the 8th of April, right? And so is that even a thing? Because we know that the simulated crystals and the moon are doing like a more of a flat rotation.
Yeah, that's all it is. They just call it an eclipse because that's what they named it.
Yeah.
But that's literally all it is. The crystal moving in front of the ship,
Right. Right.
the
So
moon ship.
So is there any like spiritual energy or any like a lot of these spiritual groups are going to be having ceremonies and blah 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 blah. And their intel providers are already talking about, the increased energy coming to Earth. Like, is there should we just go about our business or
I'll probably get some sunglasses and go on the beach.
yeah. Well, they sell these eclipse glasses, and I've never used them before. And I guess it was about a year ago we had an eclipse. Somebody let me borrow their glasses for like a minute. Wow, it was crazy how clear things were.
Yeah,
So
it was pretty cool.
super fun. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you just locked up again. Oh, you just blipped back in. All right.
Yep, it's not in major or nothing that has to do with some wow, right? It's a thing that occurs. It's like flowing water, So um, it is pretty cool,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll have more than just the moon in front of the crystal this time.
Ooh, like a bat signal. That has a Smarty shaped head, like, told ya.
Right. Or just the flower of life pattern.
Yeah.
Woo,
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
with the A on it for abundance.
Yeah. 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 Okay. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. A lot of us are going to have fun. A lot of people are not, the people that are just waking up to the shit that we already know,
Yeah.
they're the ones that's going to have a hard time with it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most of us, we're going to have fun because we're in the know.
Yeah.
We are literally in the know. Connecting with dad is the know. It's like all you need to do. Focus on your connection with dad. Period. Use the frequencies, use the products because that's what gets you closer to dad. These products are created by dad. He used me to make them. So these are high powered devices that connect you to dad. That's why the Jedis know what they know. That's why they can do what they can do. That's why the testimonies are what they are because It's Dad that's involved in what I'm doing. If you haven't noticed, so
Yeah.
we got a lot of fun things happening.
It's non-mechanical technology. And people don't get that. They think technology means it has like a cord and a little box of some sort. It's non-mechanical, right? So it just works.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. I was just telling somebody on how people used to say my holograms and my work was placebo effects.
Right.
Okay,
Well,
so that's theme coming out as a placebo effect, right? Or that radiation being canceled from your phone is placebo too, right? No, don't think so.
well, I did get a question the other day for somebody, and it was really very negative. And it was like nothing works. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. And I said, in a nice way, like maybe your attitude needs adjusting. Shh. No, basically sometimes your belief system does block good things. Okay. So look at your belief system and the resistance that you have and maybe allow the good things in.
Or maybe you're just dark trying to cause problems.
That could be another thing too. Yeah.
I used to get those a lot
Yeah.
like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now I don't because it's like, do you want you are you going to tell your creator that the shit that he made don't work? And then I screenshot everything, so now people know. Don't fuck around because Smarty's going to screenshot it.
You have screenshotted me before, and I was like, fair enough, though. Fair enough.
Well,
So,
you were cool. Like I get bad shit, and then I screenshot it like da 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 da. Here you go, take that.
yeah,
This is so that everybody that knows I'm legit can see what I have to deal with,
yep, yep.
right? Go tell the dying kid in the hospital that I just saved that my stuff is bullshit.
Yeah.
Go tell people like Bonnie that my stuff is bullshit. Tell everybody that I healed for free that my stuff is bullshit. They're not going to hear it.
Yeah.
You probably won't even get through because your vibration is not the same anyway. So leave us the fuck alone and go away.
Go about your business.
Get out of here before it gets worse for you, okay?
Um, you had put one thing I wanted to ask about was the black cubes. Oh shit. Now you're there. Okay. Is that the new ring? You you're on purpose using that finger, aren't you? We can't hear you anymore.
I, I was
Okay.
about to say I just manifested you getting out of here.
I said you purposely put it on that finger too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Go
Uh,
ahead. What were you saying? My
I don't
bad.
know.
My bad.
But black cubes. You
Oh
told
yeah,
us
that's right.
a month or so ago, whenever, that before you took down the glass dome, the major cities and the major populated areas had or I'm sorry, black
Black.
cubes.
Yeah, yeah.
Were they like flying in the air or
Yes, they were hovering over each major city, and they were broadcasting and keeping people tranquilized. Or
okay.
not.
All right.
I don't want
You
to say
took them
trank.
out,
Shit. Can you hear me?
yeah,
All right. So
but you keep locking up.
yeah. So anyway, they were floating over the cities, and they were not tranquilized, but they were like um, what you call it?
Pacified or
Yeah, yeah, just dumbing the people down.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that. So people weren't thinking for themselves for a while because these black cubes were broadcasting things to mess with them and hold them down and blah blah blah. After we took out those cubes, then people started thinking for themselves even more.
Mm, okay.
So we had
All
to
right.
take out the black cubes first.
We've seen like memes of like I'm gonna say Trump Tower in New
Uh huh.
York and two or three hotel like Trump stuff, okay, of black cubes. And we've seen it in various cities as sculptures in certain movies and all of that. So that's basically symbolism of what they were doing to the people.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, even over there in I don't know words of that, but they got the black cube that everybody surrounds and blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
pray in front of or whatever. Plus the black cube and black rock, they're like similar groups, but that's
Oh,
that's that's literally the black cube group and shit. They were literally dark because Dad has the golden cube. So what's the opposite of golden cube? The black cube, right? So um, those type of cubes we took out. They were one of the first things that we took out, and along with some of the secret space programs that were connected to those cubes. Not secret space programs, but space programs, because the secret space program was there was you know more programs on top of them. So we literally had to come from all the way to the top, all the way down to Earth. And just like a rainbow, there was different layers of bullshit. Different layers of bullshit that had to be eliminated, just like a rainbow.
okay.
So, in a sense, we worked from here all the way down, and now we're going up with the consciousness all the way up.
Okay. Awesome. I'm glad you explained that to us again. But
Yeah.
like every time I listen to these, I hear, "Oh, I missed that. It, I forgot about that, But I guess what I've seen is more and more of these memes and things showing the black cube, and so that's kind of symbolism. So then the next question is Trump Tower, Trump, all the Trump properties. Like everyone is a buzz about Trump. So I did an interview with JFK Jr. last week, and we kind of shit talked the government and Trump and the wall. And oh my God, people were so mad at us about talking about the wall. I think you blipped out again. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you didn't. I don't know. You were
No.
smiling for an awfully long time, but
Right. 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 No.
but
Well.
anyway, yeah,
People are going to be upset with a lot of things that we
yeah,
say, but that doesn't make it not true.
yeah.
So Trump has been involved with a lot of dark shit. He's not innocent, which is why if he continues to kick the can down the road, he will be eliminated and his family. And you can take that from me. However, Dad is also protecting him because he still has a chance to do the right thing. And it doesn't matter what you think about what I just said. I can care less. I'm ready to eliminate everybody that doesn't do Dad's work or what Dad wants to do and liberate the earth.
Right.
And if he stands in the way, then it's over. Um, we do know that they've been using looking glass devices and time traveling technology. We know that's truth. That's true. However, they never even looked or even looked. Well, yeah, they never looked into us because they didn't even know that we were real up until recently, because we started to stop everything they were trying to do, and now they're looking into the looking glass and realizing how real we really are. Just yesterday, they saw how B and I and others transformed in the chambers. That being said, it's happening and there's nobody or nothing stopping us. As far as what they were doing with all the dark symbolism, it doesn't matter anymore. Whatever the case is, it was. It doesn't matter anymore because we can just tear down those buildings and rebuild them. Um, I don't worry about stuff like that. I only worry about doing what Dad wants me to do and warning them and telling them how it's going to be is one of them. So you can get mad if you want to. It's going down Daddy's way, and there's no way around us.
Thank you for saying what you just did because that's what I've been telling people that Trump has still got a chance. We don't know how it's going to work out, whether he's good or bad yet. I don't know what the story is going to look like, so it's got to unfold, and we just have to chill. And people don't like that. They literally have said they want a savior. Literally have
Well,
said,
well, they, Trump and them is Trump is always bad mouthing Obama, and Obama's been the one that's been cleaning up. He's the
oh,
one that set everybody up. So, at the end of the day, they're all going to do what I say anyway.
well, it's going to be interesting, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to people
it's
to see this
interesting.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this guy's talking crazy. So many people badmouth me just for being me, right? No, nobody. A lot of people don't believe the shit that I say. A lot of people don't even believe the shit that I do or that I claim. You think that bothers me after so many validations of Dad showing me? Hell to the no, no, no.
Right.
So if Dad tells me the man's got a chance, he's going to do the right thing, or not. And if he does, he's going to follow our directives anyway. I don't care what happens after that.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what does happen. But, so he has his chance to do the right thing, and it would be great if he did it faster. Yeah.
That is true. They all want to wait till the elections and all that. Dad Dad already said no. He said no. He said do it now. Do they want to listen? We shall see. Will it be best for them to listen to what I'm telling them? Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
All right.
It will.
Okay.
And the results of them not listening is, more penalties, more sanctions, if you would, from Dad.
Right. Right.
More of your things disappearing from you. More and more things being taken from you. That's
All
how it's
right.
going to be. That's how it's going to be. So
Okay.
I'm not worried about nothing, no one, at all. You can attack me, the baby, you can attack everybody around me. That don't bother me because I already know they belong to Dad. So I'm just going to ignore all the bullshit and continue my work.
All right. Love it. Love it. You had put out a video, and I'm going to read the title, called The Hidden Historical Truth About Blacks in America. Not all blacks came from Africa, like maybe a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. All right. Mind-blowing stuff.
Yep.
So, the moderator, two professors, and they talked basically about a document called the 42 Negative Confessions, which is like what we'll call the precursor to the Ten Commandments. So I looked some of this up. It's I start to research and then I got sidetracked several times.
But
Super, super fascinating stuff.
you see what I just posted right now about Russia and all the Black Jesus stuff going on. Well,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I just
yeah,
posted it. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, well, I've seen that recently, anyways, and we've seen paintings with the Black Madonna and Black statue and all that. But this video, like, it basically backed up what we have talked about in the past few months. How, again, our history is so off from what we've been told.
It's true.
So I'm going to put a link to that video in the description of this because it's worth the 30 minutes to watch it.
That's
And again,
true.
it was done in I think it was the 70s. And
I gotta,
fascinating.
yeah, it's very fascinating. Even
Yeah.
I gotta say this too because a lot of the stuff that I tell you guys comes straight from Dad, and I don't know it myself. So when I see it come out too, it's like, okay, cool, there it is, Daddy. And
Yeah.
he's like, no, no shit. No, I didn't say nothing. I'm just saying it's cool.
That's so good. No, no. I watched it and I was like, oh my God, was really very well done. And the two guys, I think at least one has passed away or whatever, but they've written books. There's stuff to research, is what I'm saying. So,
Yeah,
so I looked up the 42 negative confessions, and they're it's like basically be a good person, don't steal from the neighbors. Like it's good. Like everything they put in there is like self-explanatory, how to be a good person, you know. But it
that's
was
true.
done from I think Egypt way back when. So.
Yep. And right before we got on here, I just watched a video on how they found a pyramid in the Michigan lake.
Oh,
So, I didn't know that shit. Daddy said this and Daddy said that, and there it is.
oh, yeah.
So it's all coming out. I try not to get into it too much because, again, I'm only telling you what Dad tells me, and he doesn't tell me everything,
Yeah.
including my own life, my own, my past lives, right? I know bits and pieces, right? I know what the main things, but he just
Right.
hasn't shown me or told me everything. And he literally told me to just focus on doing what he wants me to do right now, and everything else will fall in place, which is what
Right.
I'm doing.
Right.
So,
Yeah. It's hard to do. Well, I'm like, I want to ask a variety of questions. Like, I really want to know more about each thing. We can't do that. We would talk forever. But like, I saw even JP put out on one of his channels, like something about the Grand Canyon, and it showed the cave with all the hieroglyphics and the treasures. And it's like, I go to the Grand Canyon all the time. I love it there, but we can't get to those places, you know?
mm-mm. Right.
And as a matter of fact, in one of his videos with Dr. Sala, he talked about they went somewhere that was a cave and they were moving like lots of plates of gold. And they were divvying up the gold to go to different, probably countries.
Yep.
And that was recently, like in the past month, I think. So you're
Yeah.
aware of that, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Because they think they own the shit. That's why I tell you guys that a lot of them will come through me to me, and I will distribute it accordingly. So it
Okay.
don't matter what group does what with whatever they find.
Yeah.
They all have to understand that the shit belongs to me. Period.
Cool.
Now, once they realize that that's the truth, everything will go smoothly for them. Do I want it to go smooth for them? No. Sometimes I don't.
You're a little bored today.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh my God. That's funny. Okay. Got a question. Is star language real? So, I've been to these events, so many channels, and then they start talking, and sometimes it's beautiful, sometimes it's just weird. What do we make of that? Like, should we listen to
Yeah,
it?
yeah. No, I stay away from it too because I think it's weird as fuck too. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I do know that most of us use telepathic communications in imagery and straight up in the language that we are regular or how you say used to. So, for instance, me and Dad, we communicate using imagery and the language I'm using right now, English,
English.
or whatever you want to call this language, right? And and all of that other stuff sounds like basura to me, like trash. And there was a couple of Jedi's that came in and started using that type of shit, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, It's kind of goes along with channeling. You don't know what entity
Just
you're
took your
channeling.
ass over, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
No, so I can't say that. Well, I do know there's multiple languages out there. However, if it feels weird to you, there's something wrong
yeah,
because that's your gut instinct and dad telling you go that way.
yeah, yeah.
Period.
I think that's one of the biggest problems we've got as a society is we're looking at our phone and we're like really wrapped into like we're kept really busy and distracted. We got shit ads and music and stuff blinking at us all over. We're not tuning into our own body, which is a great antenna for like yes or no, good or bad, do it, don't do it, you know. We're
Discernment.
indecisive. We don't have that discernment, and
Right.
it's on purpose. It's
Right.
not random like that,
Yeah, a lot of it is done literally just to distract you. So yeah.
Yeah. I had a Jedi ask about the chambers for animals, like meaning like big animals like elephants, whales, giraffes, rhinos. Like, how are we going to get those creatures healed or whatever? How will we work with them?
Yeah, I've thought of that myself, and we'll just create bigger chambers for them, or I'll just heal them myself. Now,
Boom.
keep
Yeah.
in mind, right? Keep in mind that I don't need a chamber.
Right. Oh,
Keep
you
in
just broke
mind,
out again.
I don't need. Yeah, just keep in mind, I don't need a chamber to restore someone. I can do it myself. The chamber is for mass production of new bodies.
Right.
So I can literally just walk up to a rhino and restore them,
Boom.
and
Oh,
restore them into what Daddy wants them to be, like unicorns. So um, there's a lot of things that people haven't took serious, and when I say that I can do these things, I can. However, Dad is not allowing me to do it in public just yet. The chambers are going to be for um, public consumption, but I don't need them. I can do it myself.
right.
Just like the wands. The wands are for the public. I don't need a wand to work on you. I can do it myself.
Right.
So that's where we're at with that.
Okay.
And any living being, no matter what size, can be restored. If we have to make a cool big ass chamber just for some big ass animal, we'll do it. Not a problem. And
All right. Good.
we'll do it instantly. I'll do it instantly because the chambers will be portable. See,
Okay.
that's something that's going to blow everybody's mind up. They're going to be blown away when, I walk into a room and I say, "Okay, here we go," and there's the chamber right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all seen Star Wars, right? Y'all seen people get beamed up and out? That's exactly what's happening. Matter of fact, y'all seen the ship that I just posted that was uh, um, um, lasering or hitting the Earth with light? So that's a form of tractor beam that we can just whop, put a chamber there.
Oh,
So
wow.
imagine if there was spacecrafts following me everywhere I go, and if I say put a chamber right there, what do you think is gonna happen?
What about this like white event that you're like working with or whatever, the white party or whatever you're calling it?
Yeah, that's a local white party, and we're gonna do charities like help help single parents that want to get their kids into boxing. We're gonna fund that. We're starting white parties and Abundance Day events just to do
Right.
community service and market and talk to one another and learn, and just have a good time. So we're these guys are wanting to start this stuff because one of the guys I know has the location. Another guy has connections to all this stuff, and then I'm a part of it because I just love to have fun and I want to help.
Well, I guess what I was asking is, and we don't know when we'll physically have the chambers, but wouldn't it be fun to take one there and run everybody through it?
Yeah, that would be fantastic. However, we're going to save that for when I own the resort,
Okay.
because we're going to do that in the resort under my ownership, and then invite everybody there.
Okay.
So and there'll be enough funds for everybody to travel and stuff like that. So that won't be a problem. But yes, that is a thing, and yes, it's going to happen on my property. So yeah,
Okay. That was what I was asking. That's perfect. That's
yeah,
perfect.
it's a beautiful thing, and that's what's going
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah. A few days ago, you posted how the Congo has found, oh my God,
Vi-
vibranium.
Vibranium.
Yeah, I just blanked, totally blanked, right? Anyways, you showed us a video of that. I guess they were putting like nails or something on it, and I guess it must be magnetic or whatever. So they were showing us kind of a rock sticking out of the earth and all that. So we know about vibranium mostly through the Black Panther and the Marvel movies, right? But I watched a movie a few nights ago called Black Adam with what's that big guy, the rock guy in
Yep,
it?
yep, yep.
Not an awesome movie, but they found a mineral or a stone called Ethereum, and that's what they called it in that movie. Kind of the same concept. And but in that movie they showed like basically a ship that could go underwater, underwater bases, and then they
Yeah,
kept the Black Adam guy like I don't know, like in a little container down there so he
yep.
couldn't get out and do his thing. But again, they're showing us what's really going on out there. So this
Right.
is a different company than the Marvel guys. This is I don't know who it is actually, but so it's coming out, right?
Yep, yep, yep. And dad said that some kids will stumble upon it, and they did.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not like, even if you got people saying, "Oh, vibranium is fake," I looked it up. It's in the Black Panther movie. Okay, well, why you think it's in the movie?
Yeah,
Because they're telling you the truth.
yeah.
If you don't know that, something wrong with you. Because everybody knows that shit now.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. There's going to be wealth there. I think you might have locked up. When you lock up,
We're
can you
good.
get what I'm saying? Or
Yeah, I see it pop up, so then I quickly go to switch back over.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
All right. Um, okay.
Matter of
So
fact, real quick,
yeah,
in the Black Panther movie, how they show his sister in the lab looking at all these different suits. Well, I have a lab just like that,
mm,
and I have my suits in it just like that,
cool.
and
Yeah,
you're going to be able to see that too.
in that movie, in the second movie too, she has like a Jarvis. I don't know what they call it in that movie, but it's a computer that you just say, "I want this or that," and it boom up pops the screen or whatever happens, or it gives her the answer. So we basically have got our own version of
Pithelum.
that. Yeah, yeah, Pithilum. And I know you might have posted this a while ago. I saw it somewhere, but I think it was a Corey Good comic book or cartoon, and he had a Pithilum ball in that. Did you put that
Mm-hmm.
out there? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody posted it and I shared it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's out
Not
there.
yeah. Not only that, I just recently posted a couple of drawings of Jesus having the ball in his hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not to mention, there's other depiction of him holding medical wands, wands. So all it is history repeating themselves over and over and over and over
Right.
and over and over. And
Yeah.
fortunate for us, this is the last cycle.
Yes. Yeah. And that was really the theme for today is this is the last cycle. So one of the questions I've been getting is what happens now when someone dies? Let's say it's a regular person, all right, an unawake regular person that just dies. So are they reincarnated or do they still go out there and hang out and then we may or may not bring them back?
Yeah, so you're going to understand the truth about incarnation and how the energy and soul transfers because people didn't fully understand it.
Right.
Um, you're going to understand it to where you now have options to either come back through a chamber or go home to where you were at. So that's how life is going to be from now on. You're either going to stay here forever and travel amongst the stars and then come back home because Earth is now your permanent home because this is where the last cycle ended for you. So Earth will be your permanent home and then you can go and come. Those people that die, they can either come back through the chamber or they can come back through the natural birthing process. But it's going to be different because now you're going to be fully aware of it. Where you weren't aware of it before and you had to learn all this stuff all over again.
Right. Okay.
Now we're in a frequency and energy field where all is knowing and we're connected to that. So the people that are dying now, they weren't supposed to be here when the Big Bang happens, if you would. Not a solar flare, just a big bang of consciousness rising. Big
Okay.
bang of information. Big bang of holy shit, this is what it is. Um, that being said, when you pass away, you can either choose to go back home to wherever planet you were from, or come back into a chamber because we now have the energy source that can do that for you and manifest you a whole new body, which is what we're getting ready to do for ourselves, right? Or you can just come back in as a reincarnated human through different sets of parents. But everybody's going to know who, what, where, when, and how. So it's
Okay.
going to be easier for loved ones to let someone go and not stress about them leaving because they understand that they are their own soul on their own journey. And why worry about someone who doesn't belong to you anyway?
Okay.
It's just going to be a whole new experience of life. You're talking about evolving from caveman to the highest being we can ever be. Not
Okay.
worried about the stupid shit earthlings worry about now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so much fun. I'm having a blast every day. Of course, there's attacks on us every day. However, we understand that we already won, so these little attacks is nothing but a mosquito bite, if you would. You just let it go; it'll heal itself, right?
Right. Right.
So that's where we're at. Um, Everybody just hold the line and know that Dad is with us, and we're going to see exposure, full disclosure, visible presence, light forces, basic income, guaranteed income, unlimited income for those Daddy chooses, galactic bodies changing into everlasting crystalline bodies. Just because we use the word crystalline body don't mean you actually look like a fucking crystal, okay? so so there's one of the things that we keep reinforcing every day is also Dad's perfect timeline and eliminating all the darkness as we go.
Right.
Meaning, we know there's still darkness. We know that there's a battle going on behind the scenes and in the public eye too. A lot of the dark guys and dark beings and girls, guys, whatever, people are fading away. They're being exposed and they're fading away, just like we want. We've already started the music industry, the movie industry. Daddy's already lined people up for it. We had training sessions in this room already. We got people ready to come in from all around the world, and that's going to happen as well. We got a lot of good things happening. The world is changing. The world has changed. Just know that we already won.
Yeah,
That's it.
you can see it out there. It's changing. It's exciting. What you're saying is coming into our experience.
Into our reality, right?
Yeah, yeah. All
Love
right.
it. Love it.
Is now a good breaking point, or do you have more time, or how we
No,
look?
um we can do another one because I know you got a couple more people coming on. So we can come on after them.
All right. So yeah, so tomorrow evening it's Lydia, Durham, and then Tuesday midday is John F. Kennedy Jr. So
All
that's
right.
pretty exciting. And they kind of semi overlap.
Right,
Like
right.
the more I talk to people, like it's mind blowing how connected they are. And
How much truth that they actually have been telling. Yeah.
yeah. And, I think if we can just bear with them until whenever the truth comes out, we're going to see how intertwined it all is.
Right, right, right. Well, we I became friends with one of the a martial art champion, black belt, and he's witnessed some of the shit that has been going on, and he validates Lydia's story even about her mother and Michael because he bodyguard for them. So that
Ooh,
that was he was blown away because she Lydia told him everything, and he was like, she's not lying. And
wow.
I looked at him and I'm like, no shit. That's why she's in my fucking house.
That's so good. But yeah, it's really shocking because all right, three people that I've talked to have known three people, and the stories are intertwined, and it's like mind blowing, you know?
Right, right, right.
So that's all going to be unfolding, and we're going to see how what comes down the road after that. It'll be pretty exciting.
It's very exciting. It's very
Yeah,
exciting. Just guys, keep pushing. Keep reinforcing full disclosure and keep reinforcing everything Daddy wants done. And that's literally all you have to do every day, every day,
yep,
every day, every day.
yep,
Well,
yep,
I wake up, I say thank you, Daddy, and let's get to work.
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
do every day, every day, every day, nonstop.
Excellent. Well, I thank you for all of your work, your answers. One other thing I wanted to point out to people is like you don't like we are asking random questions in all of these videos for months. We're bouncing around on different topics and current events and things. You don't know what I'm going to ask you in advance. You're able to answer like I think there's been two questions you didn't know the answer to. You're able to get the answers and they're the correct answers. It's
Yeah,
that again is to me proof you're
right,
doing what you say you're doing.
right,
So
right, right, right. Yeah,
okay.
I appreciate all that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you guys something that I haven't checked myself with Dad,
yeah, yeah,
and that's one of the reasons why I know what I know is because I'm directly involved in it all. And not only am I involved in it all, but I had the questions y'all had too. So I asked these questions 10 years in advance.
yeah.
So that's why I'm able to answer quickly and accurately because I've already asked these questions 10 years ago.
Right.
So And you know, with Dad, the answers they never change. Okay, and he'll have me say something because he either wants it to be known or he wants somebody to a certain group to react negative in a negative way so then I can have fun.
Right, right, right. Pick them off. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time again, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back.
Thank you guys. Love you guys. Keep up the good work, everybody, and share all the healing because our job is to heal the world.
Right.
All right. Love you guys.
Thank you.